All right, good afternoon, everybody. What I want to do first, I guess this is the first video that I'm making for our new little club, Seeking Pi. And I think one of the most important things about investing is figuring out what you can invest first. So what we're going to try to do is figure out what your savings capabilities are through this little video. And basically, how we do that is creating a personal budget. Budgets are really scary things for most people. In America, I think about 80% of people don't do it. So if we can do this together, you're going to be ahead of those 80% of people. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, so what I want you guys to do first is just take a piece of paper and write these three items here. We have the word items, and then we have income, and we have expenses. I decided to make expenses red just because that's kind of the typical way they do it. Anything that's negative or taking away is red because it's bad. And okay. So anyways, hopefully you have that written by now. And what you need to do to create a budget, essentially, is just think of all the things in your life that either make money or take away money from you. So one thing that we all pretty much have is maybe work. And obviously, when we work, we make money. So and we're going to do this on a per month basis. So I'll say per month. There we go. So we're going to say that in the average month, we maybe make $1,000. I realize that yours might be higher or lower, but you put down your number, and I'll just put down these easy numbers so we can do the calculations pretty quickly. Okay, and maybe maybe you're lucky, and maybe your parents send you money too. You never know. So maybe your parents send you, we'll just say $250, right? So we have for income right now, we have $1,000 from work and $250 from our parents. Okay, so that's all of our income items, unfortunately. So now we get into expenses, right? So let's say that one of our expenses is rent. I think everybody pays that pretty much. And then we put it under the expense column here. So we'll say that our rent maybe costs us $300, right? And then, we all have to eat, so we'll maybe put food down. And, I like to eat a lot, so I'm going to put down $200 for food. Maybe you don't eat as much as me, so you might put down $100. And basically what, I'm not going to write all of my expenses down here, but that's what you want to do. So, you might have gas too. Maybe gas costs you $50 a month, right? And maybe, these are all the things that you want in your month. So maybe you say, well, I can't live without shopping too, So we're going to put shopping down. And we'll say that, maybe you shop $100 per month, right? And maybe you just love going to the bar. So we'll put down bar too. And maybe the bar costs you $50 a month, right? Okay. So let's say that you have all your expenses down here now. We'll say that we have all of our expenses as far as this little theoretical example goes. So then what we're going to do is we're going to total these items down here. So I'm just going to draw a line for my income and add these up real quick. You can always use a calculator if you'd like. I think I can figure this out on my own. So I'll say $1,250, right? So 1,000 plus 250. And then we'll continue in our nice red color here. And, there's, of course, more expenses and income, so you might need a calculator for this, but I think we can figure it out here, too. So we have 300 plus 200 is 500, plus 100 is 600, plus 50 is 650, plus another 50 is 750. Or 700, rather, sorry. I got that wrong myself, right? Okay, so what we have is $1,250 in income and $700 in expenses, right? In addition to this, I want it to be mandatory that you save some money in your life, right? And this is the money that you're going to be pledging every week to put into the Seeking Pi account, right? So we're going to say that, we're going to put that in our expenses. I should have put it up here, but I kind of ran out of room because of these funny buttons here. So we're going to also put savings right here, right? Saving. We'll just put it short because I'm running out of room there too. So we'll put, maybe you say, hey, I like to save a lot. I want to save a lot. I want a big, nice retirement in the future. So I'm going to put $200, right? And I realize that this got a little messed up. Okay. So then let's just retotal this. And again, I should have put it up there, but you can do it however you want. You get the basic idea though. So this is $900 in expenses, and this is going to be $1,250. We're going to maintain that number because we didn't add any extra income. Now I realize that savings is not really an expense, but for our purposes it's going to be taken out of our income, so we're going to keep it as an expense, right? Okay. So just pause there for a minute. You can do whatever you want. Make sure your numbers are all correct. Put all your extra expenses in. So just pause the video and do that. And then once you get all of it done and you get to where we are, we have our total expenses and total income here. Then you can play the video and we'll move on to something else, okay? Okay, so hopefully at this point you've paused the video, you've figured out all your total income, your total expenses. They might be close to this, they might be different, they might even, your expenses might exceed your income, which is not good, or, vice versa. So now that you have these two numbers, we're going to figure out another number. And what we call that is disposable income. Income. Okay, so what disposable income is essentially the income that you could basically throw away or dispose and still live the lifestyle you want. You could throw away that income and you could still pay for your rent, you could still pay for your food, you could still go out to the bar, you could still go shopping, etc., right? So since we have all of our necessary items here, we have our income and we have our expenses, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1,250, right? So that's our income. And then, I'll put this in red again for you guys. We're going to subtract our $900 in expenses, right? And then, I'll put it back in black because I think we're going to be positive. We're going to put equal sign, and we're going to subtract this number here from this number here, and we get a positive number, $350, right? There we go. And then again, go ahead and pause the video right now and do your own disposable income. Okay, so this disposable income number, again, that means that we can essentially throw it away and still live the lifestyle we want, or the lifestyle that's manageable right now. So, but what this number essentially is it's all the money that you can, spend on extra stuff. You can go out to dinner, you can go out to the movies, you could go for a trip maybe, or something else. But what we really want to do with this is save it until you do want to use it, right? So maybe you say, hey, Justin, I really want to go to a trip, maybe to Dubai or something, and I want to go next year, so I want to start saving up now. So you can save part of this disposable income. Or maybe you want to just save it because, you want to buy a cool Christmas gift for your friend or something. Or you get what I'm saying. This is the money that you can put towards extra things that aren't in your daily life, right? So what we want to do with this disposable income is we want to save this too, but on a short-term basis, right? So we're going to say that, just to start out with, long-term is typically it's greater than 1 year. I guess I could, here, I'll just do the actual greater than sign. 1 year. And short term is less than 1 year, right? Short term, less than 1 year. So this number right here, our savings number that we put down here, this is your pledge. This is the money that you say, hey, I'm going to put this amount of money every time I get paid towards Seeking Pi. That number you are saving as a long-term investment. You intend for that number to grow and grow and grow so that you could save it for a house in the future, maybe in 5 or 10 years, or maybe a really nice car, Rolls Royce or something, or maybe retirement, And then this other number, the disposable income savings, you're going to put that in the account as a short-term thing. So this number you can't take out for, we're going to say like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? This number here, you can take it out of the account whenever you want as long as you give 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks notice because we got to take it out of whatever investments it's in, right? Okay, so now we've kind of figured this out, right? You have a budget, you know your income, you know your expenses, you know what you can theoretically save per month, and then you know what additional money you make that you can spend on whatever, or save too so that you can spend it in the future. All right? If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Oh, I have one other thing for you guys. Now, I know that most of you don't, or some of you don't like to do the adding and the subtracting and all that jazz. So I did create something else for you. Let's pull it up here. Here we have an Excel document that I'll send you guys. And I have example numbers right here, as you can see. And I have, it totals it for you. So let's say you make $2,000 instead of 1,000. So you see that number just went up, right? Let's say that this number, your rent goes up to $800. You're living in a pretty sweet crib now. So that number just went up, right? And then what it does is it automatically subtracts this number right here, our red expenses, from our black income to equal your disposable up here. So I'm also sending this Excel document to you guys in the email. And please feel free to use that instead of paper if you'd like. Thanks again. Let me know if you have any questions about the information I've given you, and have a great day.